Hello and welcome to another Robin Day School video. We started with putting the ball in the box.
That's very nice. Get that in the box. Box.
So the first idea is put head in box, drop treat in box. And then the next idea is hand him a ball right above the box and he drops it in and he gets treats for that. And then what he's been struggling with is picking up the ball and either bringing it to me or putting it in the box. Either way, he couldn't do it last time. So we worked a lot more on that this time.
Yes. Let's do that. Go on. Go get it. Yeah? Good. Good boy. Come on, right here.
So if he hands it to me, he gets a small handful of treats, like between 2 to 5 treats. If he drops it in my direction, he gets 1 treat.
Good boy. Good boy. Good get it. Good job. Go ahead. Get your ball. Bring. Yes. Good.
And I don't really want to treat the ball like a toy, like get him excited to grab it by rolling it or bouncing it.
Good.
Because if he's grabbing it to put it away, it's going to be stationary.
Get that ball. Box. Yes. Good boy.
So the treats always go in the box because we
Very
want to reward that last motion of him putting his head in the box
Good boy.
so that he doesn't have to think about dropping the ball in there. He just has to think about sticking his nose in and releasing the ball to get the treats.
Get ball. Box. Nope. Ball. Box. Yes. Good boy.
And I apologize for my sniffling.
Get ball.
I was still a little bit sick when I filmed this.
Yes. Good boy. Didn't even know you did it.
So all this bending over is making my nose run.
Get ball. Nope. Get ball. Yep. Get box. Good.
So basically the commands are
Very nice.
get ball. You can say bring it if you need to, if it's at a distance. And then box to put your head in the box and drop that ball.
That's
And
very
this was
nice.
just
buddy.
cute. I didn't ask him
That's
to do
very
that,
nice. Good place.
but it is very nice. So then we worked on dig for a little bit. It was pretty difficult to get him to dig without just laying down and staring at me. So at first I did reward him for digging on my leg, even though I know that that's not very desirable. But at least he was doing the motion, so I rewarded him for it.
Do it on the
And then I moved my legs out of the way to try to get him to dig on the platform. And he'll do it maybe a couple times.
Yeah.
And it's not really like a dedicated dig. It's more like putting his foot on it. So then I had the idea to put the treats under the platform and then just let him figure out and try different ways to get it out from under there.
Yes.
And then when he would dig, I would move that platform and he can have that food. So it looks a lot like using a rug or a towel, but when we use a towel or a mat, at least when I do it, he tends to just nose it out of the way instead of digging at it. So with the platform, he has to dig at it and he can't nose it out of the way.
Yes. Good boy.
So I'll put the food under the platform, he'll dig, I lift it so he can eat the food, and then I want to see if he can just dig without the food under the platform since he just did it. But I did have to end up going back to putting the food under the platform to get a good dig out of him.
Leave it.
And then we worked on leave it.
Yes.
So for leave it, the duration is basically endless until I say free to go get that treat. But for him, I'm just not going to train him that I will ever say free to go get the thing because he has such a bad history of grabbing dangerous objects or food. So I'm never going to say free and release him to go get the thing I just asked him to leave.
Nope. Leave it.
So when I reward him for it, I will reward him in my hand or throw food away and say free that way. So he chases that food, and then I can go pick up the food I asked him to leave. And then we did leave it on leash, so it looks a little bit more like when he's on a walk. And this is basic leash manners. He pulls, I stop and wait until he checks in with me. I have not asked him to leave anything yet, because we're not going to go towards something if he's pulling towards it. And I let him make the decision to check in with me, and then I reward him right next to me. I don't want to reward him right out where he is.
Leave it.
I want him to come back.
Good boy. Yes.
And if he doesn't immediately pull towards the fun things on the floor, I'll also give him a treat for that.
Leave it.
So that's a little plastic container with treats in it. And then there are beef liver treats in the green bag and fish treats in the white bag.
There
I also brought out the trash.
Yes. Leave it. Yes. Good boy.
So I will repeat the leave it command since we keep leaving the thing physically
Leave it.
and then going back to it, I'll repeat it. But typically
Yes.
my leave it command is, forever. Leave that thing forever.
Leave it. Nope.
And you'll see right there I gave him a leash pop. That's the first leash pop I've ever given him
Yeah.
in all of our training, because corrections don't usually work super well for him. But you can see that that made a lot of sense for him because I said leave it. He did not. I gave him a leash pop, and he ran back over to me, and I gave him a treat for checking back in. And that's the only leash pop I had to give him.
Leave it. Good. Leave it. Yes. Good boy.
And he's allowed to sniff the thing
Smart man.
for maybe a second or two after I tell him to leave it. But I do expect him to come back to me to check in. And then we did a downstay next to the treat bags. And I go over and mess with them a little bit. But he holds his downstay, which is great.
Yes. Good down. Good boy.
Yeah, he did super duper good.
Free.
He was really excited to train today, so I'm glad I got to spend some time with him.
Leave it. Good.
And notice how excited I am and fun I am when he actually leaves the thing.